Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
High society, sharing with you. Laughs and tales, fresh with the two. Join the chat, find something new.
What's up, everybody? This is High Society Radio. I'm your host, Chris Faga, and I do not have a co-host tonight. He is somewhere in the world, but I brought in one of my favorite people in the world of comedy, Danny Polishchuk from the Boys Cast, Low Value Mail, The Bathhouse. What's going on, Danny?
All of it. What's up, dog?
Yeah, so if you follow Inside Baseball in the comedy world, which I imagine you do if you're watching one of these Gas Digital podcasts.
Oh, yeah, real inside.
Comedians are dorks and hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very catty business.
I think that's most industries, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think if you work in like an insurance company,
Okay.
you know, when someone gets something that you feel you deserve, I think it's the same thing.
Turns out, hot chicks sometimes get opportunities they don't deserve.
Sure. Here's the thing, okay? People are under the impression who are in comedy that comedy is merit-based.
Well, I mean, that's the big lie that Joe Rogan has put forth.
That people think comedy is merit-based. Golf is merit-based.
Sure.
You just go out there and if you shoot a 60,
You shoot a 60.
nobody can take that away from you.
Basketball was merit-based until
Basketball
Bronny came along.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could even make a case basketball without it being, because you're like, you know, there's still that 12th guy on the bench, and that could be a G League guy, or you know, there's a lot of guys who are this 7th guy who might be a starter, but there's no merit in comedy.
Yeah.
This is not a meritocracy.
Well, it's also just like, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Attractive people are going to be, people want to like, there was a study that came out years ago that even women tip attractive women waitresses better than like attractive men.
Of course.
People want to like people want the approval of a pretty girl.
Of course. Who doesn't like a pretty
100%.
girl?
Yeah. The gays, I'd imagine.
I think
Even they do, right? Because
like
they
them.
get to like touch their tits.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
And then they just
non-sexual.
go, I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah.
You have a butthole though, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
They all do.
So yeah, I mean, we're gonna move on from that. But you host 2 call-in shows, so I'm gonna open up the phone lines if anybody has something interesting to say.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is a live Gas Digital.
Oh, yeah. Though there's a lot of repeats.
And yeah,
I have a feeling we're going to be hearing from some
the same people
regulars.
that call your show constantly. And also, we're going to stay on live on Gas after this, like I often do with guests. What I like to do for about 15 minutes as bonus content is whatever the most shocking thing you can build up in the live chat, and then we'll have Danny react to whatever gross fucking thing. We've had people show us.
I don't want to see like a prolapse or anything. It's not.
It'll be way worse than that.
I don't.
That'll be the best thing we see.
All right.
Come on, Danny. You're
Not a big
Jewish, and the
prolapse
second
guy.
Holocaust is coming.
I know. Nah.
All right, so
Not
you're
for the Jews
okay. So you're Canadian and Jewish
and gay.
and gay. So this whole Donald Trump presidency has got to be fucking.
I'm exhausted, man.
Already, right?
Already. It's not even been 3 weeks.
Dude, the weekend after the inauguration, I was out with some buddies of mine, and my buddy who's a little young, my buddy Francis is younger, and he goes, I forgot what a fucking psycho this guy was.
Yeah.
Like he's just back to saying crazy shit all the time.
Well, I mean, again, they deplatformed him, and you know,
Best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah, you didn't really want to go on Truth Social and stuff because that's like shit.
I feel like it's the opposite of so if you download Red Note, the CCP is tracking.
I got
everything you
banned
do.
on there within 24 hours.
Really? I actually
perma-banned.
I got the screen name Logan Paul.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm Logan Paul. On
Rogan
Red Note.
Paul?
No, I'm just I guess I would be Rogan Paul. Stanley is Mr. Beast 2 on Red Note, and I'm Logan Paul on Red Note.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah,
I just got my own handle, and then I made a AI Xi Jinping video, and
and they immediately
perma-banned me.
If you call him Winnie the Pooh, they will.
I didn't call
shoot
him Winnie
you.
the Pooh.
Yeah, what'd you do? You just I saw the video.
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
posted.
just made this.
Just immediately.
But it was all in Mandarin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're pretty good at making the AI videos.
Disinformation.
Yeah.
I'm a disinformation expert.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think that's a good job to have in the future going forward.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. If I really wanted to fuck shit up, I could. Like, if I was like not doing comedy with this stuff, and I'm like, I'm just gonna make these videos of Trump just saying crazy shit, but not comedy.
Oh yeah.
I could just do it.
Yeah. You'd be
just don't.
you'd be a tech savvy Sarah Cooper.
Cool, sure, yeah, exactly.
So we were hanging out in a bar a couple weeks ago, right? And,
Yeah.
We were talking about Canada becoming the 51st state.
Mm-hmm. Not happening.
Well, I don't think.
I think more of, but a territory's on the line. So territory's on the table.
You think so? Well, you had a theory of like how like basically you could collapse the Canadian economy.
Yeah. So this was probably like a month ago. This was before the whole tariff war of last week. But yeah, essentially he could just kind of say like we're giving citizenship and
To any Canadian that wants it.
1-to-1 currency. Although the 1-to-1 currency, the more I think about it, it seems very difficult because then that would cause people to start accumulating Canadian currency because it's instantly just like it's a instant.
Oh yeah, it's a
instant like you make 50% on your money kind of thing. So that probably wouldn't work because that would probably cause all these like weird.
Well, it's like how Congress had to make it illegal to smelt down. So you're not allowed to damage paper money because they're treasury notes.
Yeah.
But coins weren't under the law. So at one point, somebody realized that it costs there's 6 cents worth of metal in a nickel. Now it's like 10 cents worth of metal.
It costs 3 cents to make a penny. That's the only thing the Dodgers they're like talking about getting rid of the penny, which one of the few things Canada has done that America should replicate is getting rid of the penny.
Well, what the fuck are you doing with a penny at this point? The only thing is it rounds up sales tax. But most people pay for everything on a credit card anyway.
Yeah, but also that too. But also, like in Canada, if it's I want to say if it's a 7, then it goes up, 6 down. But
you could just go up.
End of the year, you're talking about
$40. Yeah.
No, it's like probably $2 or something.
No, every transaction you make.
No, I'm saying not every transaction goes up. Some of them go down, some of them go up.
Oh, we're not doing anything.
Well, the registers do it automatically.
Oh, okay.
All I'm saying is if the registers were programmed to do it automatically, end of the year, it's like you might get dinged a few bucks. Like,
yeah, it's not going to be a big deal. You're fine. And you could come out on top. Just figure out your...
Theoretically, you could come out on top if you buy the right priced items.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But, so you're saying if Canada just allows anybody to become a citizen...
Yeah.
You think...
I mean, millions of people would leave overnight.
You threw a number at me that you think like 20% of the Canadian population might
I could
take
see
up
that.
the
Yeah,
government
that would be 8. No, that would be 8 million. But probably, I mean, millions. Enough.
There's 50 million people in Canada?
41 right now,
Okay.
but I think like 4 million of them are like Indians on PRs. So they're not
What's
citizen,
a PR?
Permanent residence. Like they're not.
I thought they were impersonating Puerto Ricans.
No.
They just go up there and open. Indians own all the barbershops.
Yeah. I mean, they have kind of similar haircuts, but no, they're probably like citizens in Canada. I think it's like 30.
I mean, I've been saying for years, I think Vivek is a secret Canadian. I've never seen an Indian American with that good teeth. You have to have socialized healthcare.
Well,
to
he
have
probably
teeth
is.
that
I mean, he's rich though.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's like rich. Like he probably might have not always had the good teeth.
All right.
He's like a fucking guy has a private jet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you think, all right, so Trudeau has the lowest, he has the lowest.
Well, the approval rating got a little pop with this whole short-lived trade war.
Really?
However, and I don't know if people who have listened to me probably have heard this because I've been talking about it for the last 2 weeks, but I came across this paper by Donald Trump's chief economic advisor, this guy named Stephen Mirren, and it's this paper which was put out last year, and it's called A User's Guide to Reordering the Global Trade System or something like that.
Okay.
Global, something like that. His name is Stephen Mirren, M-I-R-A-N. Anyways, the whole deal is they're like, because the U.S. is the world's reserve currency, the dollar has to be strong. Like the dollar's always going to be strong because there's such demand for dollars worldwide. It's impossible to really like lower the value of the dollar. And because of that, that's the reason why a lot of manufacturing has left America, because exports are just like not attractive relative to the rest of the world for currencies that have weaker dollars. So this plan outlines exactly what they're going to do, which is they're going to tariff every country that has a surplus with the United States in order to essentially weaken the U.S. dollar and lower the debt, potentially lower income taxes.
But this was also a thing that they were arguing under George W. Bush.
There you go. That's the one right there. So it's a long read. It's pretty heady. 41 pages. November 2024.
41 pages. That's almost the same length as the Communist Manifesto.
There you go. But anyways, it's a pretty detailed and pretty specific. Like, this is what they're doing, and because everybody was like, oh, he cares about fentanyl. Like, he's like, he just wants them to secure the border. Blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm not saying this 100% certainty. Nothing's 100%. Maybe that's what he wanted. I don't really think so because one, fentanyl is a demand issue. It's not a supply issue.
Sure.
Right.
But the biggest fentanyl bust ever did come from Canada, right?
I don't know if the biggest one ever, but a huge one happened recently in like outside of Vancouver. Like I think it was like a Vancouver suburb. But
no, I more meant the biggest fentanyl bust of stuff coming into the United States actually came over the Canadian border.
Dude, last year they caught 40 pounds of fentanyl coming into the United States from Canada. They caught 40,000 pounds coming in from Mexico. And if they caught 40,000 pounds, that means a ton came in.
Which is crazy because 2 grains of fentanyl kills you, supposedly.
But the thing is that fentanyl users who are opioid users probably, and like if you look, heroin overdoses in the United States are at a 25-year low right now. People don't really overdose on heroin anymore because
they're overdosing on fentanyl.
Because heroin's, you got to grow poppies and it's got to come from Afghanistan. Whereas fentanyl is cheaper. It's a different high, but it's like,
it's close enough.
It's close enough. I have an active heroin user who calls into my shows a lot. Chris, shout out Chris, heroin Chris.
Okay.
And he was telling me all about it. He goes, it's like way worse high. It's just not as good. He's like, but anyways, most people who use fentanyl are fentanyl users.
Okay. Now.
Yes, like the demand, like even overdose, like, they had 200,000 overdoses. Most of those people are fentanyl users who just took too much fentanyl.
Gotcha.
Like the whole thing with like people getting like a hot batch of Coke obviously happens.
I don't think it happens. I personally have the theory that
no, it does happen. There was
it happens, but I think
Coke delivery service in New York City that they caught these 2 guys, and they were one of those delivery services where they bring you the vials, and they were dropping off a bunch of vials, and they killed like 10 people in one night. And like they had all these texts from these guys being like, "Hey, go easy. It's like it's really strong," and then just like 10 randos just died.
Really?
Yeah. So like it happens.
Sure.
It definitely does happen, but the majority of the deaths from fentanyl are
fentanyl users.
Fentanyl users.
Because, but it's also just look, everybody got addicted to heroin for a while there because the government restricted this. Like, essentially, oxys were everywhere. Like, oxy replaced every drug. This is way before, like, I feel like you even lived in the United States.
Yeah.
I've known drug addicts forever.
Early 2000s.
I've known drug addicts forever. I'm talking about PCP addicts became Roxicet addicts.
Yeah.
Like Molly became Oxycontin pills. Like everything was oxys forever. And then that went away. And then everybody just became addicted to heroin. And then it's like, this is even cheap. People became heroin addicts because it was just cheaper than Oxycontin.
Right. But it's harder to get. Way harder to get heroin than Oxycontin.
Not if you're buying not if you're buying your oxys from a street dealer.
That's true. But I mean, like, but again, with the fentanyl thing, it's just like, it's a demand issue. And as long as the demand in the wealthiest country on earth exists, the largest consumer economy in the world, like someone's going to supply them.
Yeah. I mean, and the Chinese are going to do it cheaper.
Well, the Chinese sell the precursors. The weirdest thing is they sell the precursors that make fentanyl. They're not illegal.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like
they're like restricted, like,
sure.
But like, it's not like an illegal substance.
Well, but that's also a big,
it's like Sudafed.
So a big part of the reason that crack came to be is because the United States government cracked down on the cuts that went into, because the cuts that went into cocaine were all pretty easy to get and legal in the 80s. And that's why people were doing like freebase stuff. And then they made it super hard to get the cuts. And then dudes were like, well, what do we have that's white? Baking soda, let's try that. And then crack. Just boom. And then the crack boom took off. So it's like, if you crack down on this, then what happens?
Yeah, but
anyway, back to heroin.
Sure, exactly. But again, it's like the demand is there. Opioid users are not particularly price sensitive, and they're not going to stop using opioids.
No, they will steal anything you have to
Absolutely.
get
They might steal more if the price goes up. But my point is that the supply will always be there. Like you can, and again, if they're busting 40,000 pounds, like if that's what they busted coming into the United States, there must have been 20x that came. Like
I imagine,
you know, that's probably 1% of everything that came in.
If not, Okay.
Right. So, anyways, but so Trump basically got these concessions over the tariffs. Mexico said they were going to send 10,000 permanent guards to the border.
Okay.
Which, I mean,
And Canada hasn't said.
Canada said they're sending 10,000 personnel just because we don't have 10,000 excess troops.
Okay.
Because it's not a serious.
You don't have
country.
10,000 troops.
They do have 10,000 troops, but they don't have 10,000 extra troops. That's for sure because
Well, at that point, how many of them are brown bears? I mean, come on.
The
Which
brown
are
bears
just
might
fat
do some
Indians.
damage. I mean, if you got the brown bears hooked on opioids, they might actually track down a lot.
Well, they
of
were
this
already
stuff.
on the opioids. That's why they call them brown bears.
Right. Touche. But anyway, so Trump got these concessions. The tariffs are still coming because in a month from now, he's going to be like, all right, well,
We're still
fentanyl's
doing
still
this.
coming in.
Well, there's also the thing.
And the point of the tariffs, back to this paper, is that there's a purpose of the tariffs. And he's going to tariff the EU, which he's already said he's going to do.
Okay.
Probably going to do Japan. Anyone who has a giant surplus, he's going to just tariff them. He already tariffed China, like basically Temu and all that shit is over now.
Well, I mean, have you bought anything off Temu?
I bought one thing off of Temu. I bought a 1987 Canada Cup Wayne Gretzky jersey, which was $20. It's actually awesome and surprisingly good quality.
High quality.
The only problem with it, with the sleeves were so fucking long on it, so then I had to take it to a tailor and pay another $20 to get them shortened.
Now, when you show up to a tailor with a hockey jersey,
Yeah.
she was also Chinese.
She was also Chinese.
She was also
She
Chinese.
gets it.
Oh, so they're double tapping on both sides.
Yeah,
of the
they're getting
border.
me on.
Yeah,
fucking
they know how to. They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Yeah.
But Harrington actually had a map of all the energy supply that goes to the west coast of Canada just comes straight up from the United States to the west coast of Canada.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a problem too. If they
Well,
play
I don't
ball.
know. Sorry, energy's coming from America. No.
Harrington pulled up some map. And was like, let's talk
Alberta.
about
The
this.
thing with the problem with Canada, which is like that's the thing Canada's realizing right now, is that Canada 80% of their exports go to the United States. So you're essentially putting all your eggs in one basket for the most part. Now everybody in Canada has realized that's a bad idea.
Okay.
But the problem is that like Alberta, like, you know, they produce like millions of barrels of oil a day.
Okay.
Kind of thing. But because all the provinces have all these trade restrictions between them, that's a pipeline.
Okay.
But no, that's going south. That's not coming from.
So you were wrong, Harry.
That's not coming from Washington. There's no oil in Washington State.
No, but what this is saying is that there's no line to get it from Western Canada.
Yeah, because the fucking frogs in Quebec, the pieces of shit, right? They won't let they refuse based on like environmentalism. They refuse to allow a pipeline to run through Quebec to get to the East Coast.
Okay.
And if they could let it get to the East Coast, then they could, supply Europe. But what happens is that Canada just like ends up being a net importer of oil from fucking the Saudis essentially.
Okay.
And they don't have a lot of refineries in Canada, so you got to get them to like Oklahoma, which is where one of those kind of main refineries in like Texas and whatnot. But so the provinces have all these crazy, like essentially tariffs on one another. Like you can't get British Columbia wine in Ontario. They have they have all these issues trading with one another, like these protectionist policies. So it's become easier for provinces to just trade with the United States than within their own country.
And that's all NAFTA shit.
No, it has nothing to do with NAFTA. That's just Canadian provincial policies.
That's just stupid Canadian horseshit.
Yes, that's just like they've been trying to get rid of it for decades. They've never been able to. Now they're kind of wisening up to being like, this is a bad idea. Quebec is still saying, even in the face of these tariffs, that are like, because it was like a crisis in Canada over the weekend. People were like, it was serious.
What do you mean?
Like everybody was like, I mean, I was watching like CBC News and they were acting like they were getting invaded.
Okay.
Again, if Trump wanted to crush the American economy, like they were like, oh, we're tariffing you back. 1.5% of the United States exports go to Canada. 80% of Canadian exports go to America.
Okay.
Right? Like it's unwinnable.
For Canada. Okay.
Absolutely unwinnable. Like America could outlast them.
Well, I also heard there's certain places that are just tariffing things coming from red states.
BC.
Which I think is just to bolster sales of incredibly inferior Canadian whiskey. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Canadian whiskey fucking sucks.
I don't know. Some of it's all right.
What is a good Canadian
Club.
Canadian Club is not good. It all tastes like vanilla.
No, it doesn't taste like vanilla.
Canadian Club is gross.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. Crown Royal sucks.
Yeah, they're not great.
Literally,
I've never been a big whiskey guy, to be honest.
If
I mean, the
black
best whiskey,
people didn't like
What's the best American
purple
whiskey?
velvet bags.
Yeah.
They'd never sell
That's
any
true.
Canadian club out of Canada.
What's the best American whiskey?
I mean, there's tons of Eagle Rare is fucking fantastic. Any bourbon is American.
Yeah, that's true.
Jefferson's is a good bourbon.
The bourbons are good. What was I saying? Oh yeah. The British Columbia, they said that all alcohol, because in Canada, not everywhere, but a lot of the alcohol things are like provincial, like they're the Crown Corporation, so that the only place you can get them is from this like specific store.
Okay.
Right. So like in Ontario, it's called the LCBO, Liquor Control Board of Ontario, and they're a huge purchaser. They didn't do that in Ontario, but the guy in BC is like a far left like psycho. So he's like, yeah, we're taking off all of the shelves, all liquor coming from red states, which was idiotic.
Which is most liquor.
Probably.
Yeah.
I guess he's saying like you can still get
Colorado,
California wine,
probably anything brewed in Colorado.
that kind of stuff, right? But so, anyways, the tariffs are coming. They're like, it's not 100%, but I think Trump's going to essentially be like, yeah, it didn't work out. Thank you for doing that. He gets 10,000 border guards, 10,000 military National Guardsmen in Mexico permanently put on the border. In 2019, he got 15,000 put on temporarily.
Okay.
And so now you're like, and they're not going to be able to say like, well, you're tariffing us, so we're removing them.
Well, that's
then
a
he's
Jewish
going to be,
thing.
because then he's going to be like, I'm tariffing you twice.
Okay. As a Jew, how do you feel about Mexico electing the first Jewish woman?
Feels good.
President.
Jewish excellence.
I think like the nebbishness of a Jewish woman running Mexico is really going to get that place into tip-top shape.
Yeah. The
quickly.
problem is these are like all leftists, and they're not mentally equipped to deal with somebody like Trump.
What do you mean? Like they're just like freaking out.
They're not gonna want to like get like, I feel like they're gonna kind of
the same pearl clutching we have here about Trump.
kind of, and I think they're not gonna like, not to be a Jewish pun here, but they're gonna cut off their nose to spite their face a little bit, because they don't want to seem like
But the air is free, I heard.
it is free.
Yeah.
I know, and it's unlimited. It's nice.
Jorge, as a Mexican, how do you feel about a Jewish woman being the president of Mexico?
I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as they're Mexican.
Yeah.
We're
A
good.
Jewish.
I mean,
female
if you go back probably 2 or 3 generations, they're probably Eastern European.
Yeah.
They probably kind of came in the 40s
Yeah, probably,
to avoid something or other.
You kind of had to avoid Argentina. which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a nicer place.
Yeah, that is true. No, I like Mexico. Mexico's sick. But anyways, the tariffs, in my opinion, if you read that thing and you believe it,
Okay.
which I don't know why you wouldn't believe it.
All right. Well, we have a call, and since you're the master of the call-in show, I figured we'd take some calls. I think there's gonna be some overlap.
somebody I probably know.
Oh, okay. Heroin Chris, you're on the line. Hello. Who do we have on the line, fellas?
Tony?
Tony.
Tony, are you there?
Tony. Turn down your radio and put down the
Oh,
needle.
here we are.
What's up, Tony?
How are you brothers tonight?
Good,
Yo,
good,
yo,
good.
what's up,
What's
Tony?
going on?
Yo, I'm coming from some street-like place in the alley and stuff. What's with it?
What?
What's with it?
What's with what?
What's with what? Yeah.
Oh, if you're crying under fire, you wasn't built for war. If a pimp like me took your girl, that bitch was never yours.
That's okay. These are all fair things to say.
Do you have a question?
Do you have a question?
Oh, I wanted to know how you Bloods and Crips felt about how they found out how the USAID was funding BLM the whole time.
They're funding a lot of shit, man.
Yeah. I heard there was
Yeah, there were
condoms
whole-
going
A
in.
lot of
They were
HIV
funding,
money.
like,
Yeah.
they were funding the entire BLM movement.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
I mean, they're funding all these left wing. I mean, it's essentially like.
What about Rachel Dolezal's fine ass? Have you ever seen her spread her pussy on her OnlyFans?
Yeah, I
have-
believe we have all looked at. I mean, that was the number one OnlyFans that everybody checked out for a day. Was once Rachel Dolezal was showing gash. I think we all took a look, right?
I didn't.
Really? Pull it up. Let's show Danny.
I mean, nothing against her, but it does nothing.
Hell yeah, that's what we need. We need some Rachel Dolezal pussy.
I like how this white guy, this clearly white guy, is doing black guy voice to be like, I hate Rachel.
What up,
Dolezal.
blood?
What up, blood? You see my fine African queen, Rachel Dolezal?
Fun. I got an update from this time last year. She lost her job once again due to her OnlyFans.
Rachel Dolezal.
Rachel Dolezal.
How do you hire Rachel Dolezal and not realize she has an OnlyFans?
By the way, she might have started it when she was at this job. She now goes by Nikichi Diallo. On,
Nkechi Diallo.
Oh, she went even blacker.
Yeah, that is
She
fucking
went fucking full African.
crazy.
Celebrating Kwanzaa now.
Yeah. By the way, our chief export now in the United States is African women to Pakistan, which we'll get to in a minute.
I don't know. Well, African Americans. That's a real New Yorker right there.
Oh, dude, that is the most. She is the most. I don't even know this lady's name, but she captivated me
Oh,
yesterday.
I love it. One of my favorite stories.
We'll watch some of those videos in a minute. I think we have one more call, and then we will go. We will go to the Black New York woman in Africa, in Pakistan rather, which is one of my favorite stories of the week.
best.
All right, caller. Who do we have on the line, Mike?
Next up, we got Clay.
Clay. Okay.
Clay, you there?
Hello, Clay.
Oh, no, we got Drew. Drew is up.
Drew, what's going on, Drew?
I know this, Drew.
Oh, this is one of yours?
I think so.
Hello.
Hey, you don't know. I'm one of all of yours, dude.
All right.
But I know. Is this the Drew I know?
We all know Drew.
Yeah, I know Drew. What's
All
up,
right,
dog?
Drew.
I'm the true Drew, dude.
All right. So what's good? What can we do for you?
I just wanted to shout out Sumo Dog.
Shout out Connor Dog.
Shout out Connor Dog.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, shout out Connor.
Shout out
And
Sumo.
R.I.P. Gizmo, R.I.P. Sport, you know. Well, shout out Smuckers Dog.
Shout out Smuckers.
Penny Dog. There's a lot
Tur-
of dogs.
a lot of
Dude,
dogs.
Dogcast.
Turn your computer
By the
down
way, Danny.
Yeah, buddy. Yo, turn your
Danny,
speaker
what?
down.
every time.
Oh, is it too high?
Yeah, we can hear.
yeah.
We can hear
There's
you
feedback.
twice.
Come on, man. You're a pro. You call into my shows all the time.
Yeah, come on, man.
Wait, is my speaker still going?
No, you're
No.
good.
All right, so why won't you ask the serious guests the funny questions, like why won't the Sasquatch wash his legs? Or does he wash his legs?
You asking me? Or no, that's my question. Do you wash your? No, we've already gone over this.
Well, the white
Yeah,
people that
well-
wash their legs
well-
thing.
Yeah,
I wash my legs.
No,
I wash in
why
between
don't
my
you
toes at
ask-
least 4 times a week.
never.
Never?
Never gonna catch me washing my toes.
Really?
Gravity does it. You wash your
That's
legs,
insane.
Harrington?
Harrington has to wash his
Hooray!
legs.
Hooray!
Chris, do you wash your legs?
Yeah.
I know other Chris isn't there to.
He
stand
can't
up
reach
for
it.
this.
He can't
You
reach
wash
his
your
legs.
I'm gonna say he doesn't.
Yeah. Hold on.
He can't reach his legs. He's fat. We had to fill in with another fat Danny. That's why we brought you in.
Danny was looking pretty svelte right now. I gotta say.
Working on it.
Yeah. So, all right. So your question is if I wash my legs?
No, my question is why won't Danny ask the serious guys, the conspiracy serious guys? Ask him the real questions.
I mean, I'm the
do
guest
aliens
on this
wash
show.
their
Ask me
legs?
the question. You're the guest. That's what I'm saying. Make yourself at home.
I don't ask you the
Yeah,
question.
do
It's your
aliens
show.
wash their
Feel
legs?
free.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have any. I mean, we can talk about conspiracies. I don't know. I don't have any good ones right now.
Really?
Luka Doncic, maybe.
What is that?
Luka Doncic, the basketball player.
Oh.
He got traded to the Lakers.
Yeah. There's a conspiracy with that?
Yeah, there's a conspiracy that so the Dallas Mavericks right now are owned by Miriam Adelson,
That's the Jewish lady who donated
the
a ton
Jewish
of money
lady who
to-
donates a fortune, and her family, Sheldon Adelson, was her ex-husband or former husband. He died, but like Birthright Israel,
Yeah.
that's funded by them.
Okay.
Like every person who's ever gone to Israel for free,
Okay.
it's because of the Adelsons. So, anyways, she bought the Mavericks from Mark Cuban,
Mm-hmm.
like 60-something% of the team from Mark Cuban, and then they own the Venetian like Sands Group or whatever. I don't know
Okay.
what the casino group, but they made all their money in Vegas, and so they want to build a casino in Austin, and they want to build a casino in Dallas,
Okay.
right? Connected to the American Airlines Center
Okay.
as like a new kind of source of it's like an entertainment complex,
All right.
right? But so they've been lobbying heavily the Texas legislature for like years, spent a ton of money, and they're just not budging on giving them this casino license. So then the theory is that she's trying to destroy the team and move it to Vegas because the Mavericks were in the NBA Finals last year.
Okay.
And you can't move a team that was just in the NBA Finals. Like the league wouldn't allow it.
I see.
The fan base you can't do it. You got to
So
be like,
she's trading away the best prospect in the NBA, essentially. One of the
like
best.
one of the top 5 players. But so
Okay.
the idea here is she is like, if you don't give me this license, I'm going to continue destroying this team until they are so shitty that the league will have to allow me to move it to Vegas. Or you give me these fucking licenses and we'll make sure that the Dallas Mavericks continue in Dallas.
I like that. That's a solid business plan,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you
It's not my theory. It's someone on the internet's theory, but
you just found it and this is
I just
you're
came
running
across
with
it. Yeah.
I
I mean, it makes the most sense. It doesn't like unless they have some injury that they know about with Luka Doncic, makes no fucking sense to trade him for Anthony Davis.
okay. But I feel like Anthony Davis is a marketability to him.
Not Luka Doncic's marketability. I mean, Luka Doncic is European. It's like he has like the global appeal. Anthony Davis is a great player. He's still a top 20 player.
Sure.
But it's not Luka Doncic.
Okay. But you think this is all for a casino?
That's the theory.
Why wouldn't you want a Dallas casino? I didn't even know there were casinos in Texas.
Oh, I'm sure there are casinos in Texas, but they
It's
specifically
all
want it.
Russian roulette.
They want, they want it like combined with the American Airlines arena,
Okay.
like an addition to the arena, a whole complex. So it's like one big.
So they want a new arena with a casino built
I
in
don't know if they want a new arena. I think they just want an addition with the casino.
Yeah, they want an addition, sort of like how Allegiant is for the Raiders in
Okay.
Vegas, where it's all connected to one group. It's all funneled through like one property. It's like Danny was saying, it's all the Sands organization. And everything he said is correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So then this isn't even a conspiracy. This is just
Well,
what's happening.
no, because like the thing is that this trade is so crazy because normally if you have a guy like Luka Doncic that you want to trade, you go to every GM in the league and you make them bid, right? And
Sure.
you take the best deal. No other GM in the league knew about this. It was literally the two owners, Miriam Adelson, this fucking 90-year-old Jewish lady, and Jeannie Buss, this fucking 70-year-old lady who owns the Lakers.
Okay.
They kind of just did this outside of even like the general managers. Then they just went to the general managers and like, this is the deal, make it happen.
we're
Fill in the
doing-
pieces, but we're doing this.
But this doesn't just seem like something two old ladies would do because they got into an argument over bridge,
I mean, again,
and this is the best way to settle it.
like obviously in her, like, you know, Miriam Adelson is the Mavericks are just a drop in the bucket. Like she owns multiple casinos.
Sure.
But there's no really good reason why you trade away Luka Doncic.
Okay.
It makes dude, I was at a casino actually on Saturday night when it happened in Hollywood, Florida at the Hard Rock, and the place went insane. Everybody was just all of a sudden
On their
everybody
phones, yeah.
just starts yelling. No, it was just like everybody starts yelling. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? This guy runs over to the table I was at. He's like, they just traded Luka. And the dealer was like, what? He's like, yeah, they just traded Luka Doncic. And people were like, what are you talking about? Like literally everybody was like, what do you mean they traded? Like it was an impossibility. Makes zero sense.
I was at a Brooklyn Cyclones game when they announced. Remember when LeBron did the choice on TV?
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
I was
decision.
the decision. I was at a Brooklyn Cyclones minor league baseball team, and two incredibly old men were arguing before it came out, and just two old guys were like, "You coming to the Knicks?" Blah blah blah. And this guy's arguing with him. He just goes,
Knicks.
"You're the Knicks. You're nothing without a fucking Puerto Rican." Like referencing John Starks.
John Starks is Puerto Rican?
He was half Puerto Rican, half black.
Oh, gotcha.
And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But this seems to have a much more serious tone if they're trying to build casinos and shit. The LeBron thing was just him being like, give me some money to be on
and
TV.
again, you're going to Texas. You're being like, "Hey, this is like one of the premier teams in the state.
Yeah.
We're gonna destroy this thing and get it out of here."
And Texans take their fucking sports very seriously.
I mean, the Mavericks are big. Like they were in the NBA Finals last year.
All right,
It doesn't make any sense.
that's fair.
It makes no sense.
All right, now let's talk about something else that makes no sense. I started seeing these videos of this woman in Pakistan. What is her name? Nobody knows still. She's a Muslim woman. Her son has come out and said
Pretty newly Muslim.
Yeah, it seems to be.
It's a recent thing.
Yeah, and she showed up to marry a young boy in Pakistan.
19 years old. Yeah.
Whose family immediately hid him and was
Yeah.
like, "This is not happening.
No.
We are not paying this woman a dowry."
No. You ain't getting the bride price later.
Onijah Andrew Robinson.
Okay.
She is a 33-year-old mother of two from New York.
Okay. Her son has come out and been like, "She's crazy. Don't give her." How? First of
I
all,
feel like she's like 40.
it seems like the kind of woman who would never have a passport, let alone
Good
somehow
point.
get a flight to Pakistan.
I mean, I was told that blacks don't know how to get ID.
yeah, and that you need several forms of ID to get a passport.
I know.
Which is kind of crazy to me that she got on a plane, is there, and is just giving. By the way, how is this woman giving press conferences?
Well, because I think they just like in Pakistan,
Uh-huh.
they think this is hilarious.
Maybe, or maybe they just.
No, they're really like they.
I just think they've just never dealt with black woman energy, and they're just
Black
kinda,
Bronx woman energy.
Yeah.
too. But I honestly think they go, this is like so funny. Like she had one press conference where there was 100 people there.
Yeah, pull it up. I think they're just like
She had like 40 microphones in front of her. It's crazy. Like
they think she's Whoopi Goldberg.
They just think it's so funny. Like they're like she's coming to Pakistan and like demanding.
By the way, if this was a white woman, they would have just killed her on a train
oh yeah,
by now.
oh yeah.
Let's watch some of this.
For 100K or more. I need 20K by this week. Okay, in my pockets, in cash. Okay, that's a demand to the government.
ये हमारी American sister जो हैं, my dear American sister.
Listen, I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law,
Okay.
respect for the law,
Okay.
respect to Allah, and
Okay.
respect to God. Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onaija Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're gonna have our baby, and I'm asking for 100.
Now, I don't understand why, like, how she thinks that they're going to give her money. I don't understand how she drew those eyebrows on.
I mean, the average annual salary for a person in Pakistan is $3,600 a year.
3,600. So
She wants $2K a week.
She wants $2K a week to be in Pakistan.
Yeah, I mean, she knows what she's worth and she's asking for it.
Okay. She.
See, some people they know what they're worth and they go, yeah, I want $2K a week.
We traded her for 5 H-1B visa.
I mean, that's a good deal. I can't imagine she's creating a lot of value to the U.S. economy, if I had to guess.
Oh no, I would say she was probably she's doing more for soft diplomacy than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Any media we've put out in a decade.
But they're loving it. I think she got sent back maybe today.
Really?
I think it was in the plans of getting her sent back.
All right, let's. She arrived after falling in love online with a 19-year-old
Who was trying to scam her, probably.
Yeah.
She scammed the scammer.
Oh yeah, he was probably
He was like, send gift cards. She's like, I got something better. I'll hand deliver them to you.
Yeah. All right, let's get some more videos of this woman, not people explaining what happened. So his family like hid him, right? Like,
They were basically like, you're not marrying our son. This is crazy.
you think he smashed first though?
No.
Here's another video.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more.
The number just keeps going up, by the way. This is
Every
one of the
week.
first videos.
You hear me? I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID.
You have Pakistani ID?
I'm getting it. Do y'all agree?
Not agree.
Mind your business. What? Talk.
Tell me you have a Pakistani passport?
I'm getting one. Do you have one?
I have Pakistani passport.
Oh, you do?
Why are you?
Okay, good.
What are you doing here?
Listen,
Yes. What are you doing here?
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
You chilling here? Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home. Here.
Go home.
Take it.
He's home.
I told you, I'm not talking unless you have 5,000 a week from me.
Just keeps going.
In USD. 5,000. Why? Because it's expensive to talk.
This is hilarious.
Go home. You go home? Go home. Yeah, leave. Pack up and go home.
By the way, she already runs the DMV
No.
in Pakistan.
Because y'all don't have no money. Y'all don't have 5,000 in USD.
I mean, she's going to come home to like just a fucking lifetime job at the USPS
Oh yeah,
or something. They go,
100%.
you have exactly what we need.
Dude, she's the new tariff zone.
Go home. They've never dealt with that kind of like obnoxious,
Just like
New York
Yorker.
energy.
Yeah, just New York. Like, I'm not getting off the. No.
You know, you go home. You're like, I
She's-
am home. I goes, go home more.
When they like redirect the subway, she seems like she like holds the doors and yells at the motorman like, "Why this not going over the queue line?"
Yeah, I know. You're like, she's on like the express train, and it's like, stop the car. It's like,
Yeah.
this is my stop. You go,
No, just
no.
move it over to the next track. What's so hard about that? She really does have like it's like a weird, almost like Italian-y accent, but like
Yeah.
she's definitely from the hood here.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It'd be the equivalent of some like, crazy dudes just having a meltdown in Times Square. And then fucking every news station in the country just shows up to talk to them. You're like, why are you doing this?
What is happening?
Yeah,
here?
he goes, I'm the king of Times Square. And
yeah,
we'd like
I'm
to hear
Elmo.
more about this.
And fuck you.
Yeah.
We have
Captivated a nation.
We have another phone call? Let's talk. I hope it's her. I like how she's also just like, I'm Muslim, I can't talk to you half the time.
Yeah.
She just goes, I'm Muslim, and they're like, you're in like one of the probably the most populous Muslim country outside of Indonesia.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Who do we have on the line? Hello?
Yo, Chris, Danny.
Yo, what's going on?
I need you guys' opinion. What do y'all think about Nancy ripping 3 in the wherever they were
I
doing?
heard that today.
Wait, what?
Nancy Mace.
Oh,
they were like, well, you said slur, and she was just like,
I mean, she does not like
looked at him.
You can kind of say that now. I was like they ran that clip on Fox News.
Tranny is one of these words that I never thought should have been considered a slur.
Yeah.
I almost felt like
I'm
that.
right there with them.
We got to because people were like, man, maybe we stop calling them chicks with dicks.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I think.
Hey, when we booking a trip to Gaza, guys?
Where? Oh, Gaza?
Mara Gaza? I'm good.
Yeah, I don't. It's gonna be a while.
It's kind of a long flight.
Yeah. Also, apparently there's just bombs in fucking people's kitchens that haven't gone off yet. That's
that's
gonna be a while before they get there.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll have resorts in Gaza in 5 years, like Trump is saying?
Who's we? America? No. He's doing some.
They're moving the Mavericks to Gaza.
That's the next thing.
That's what she actually wanted.
Yeah. He's.
Y'all think so? It's just gonna be we're just gonna have like territory of it. Like we're just gonna not necessarily own it, but it's gonna be like under our domain. Like, what do y'all think that situation will play out with? Like,
I think he's doing a King Solomon kind of deal right here with them cutting the baby in half.
Oh, really?
Where he just goes, neither of you can sort this out. That's fine. We'll just have it.
We'll just have it. Yeah.
And then they're like, okay. All right, we'll figure something out.
All right, 2-state solution.
They'll figure something.
Yeah,
out.
that would be crazy if we cut them into like them being like, all right, we'll chill.
It turns out we like each other more than you. It's like we can't just keep selling each other.
I mean, the Israelis would much rather that be America.
I'm sure.
I mean, obviously Israel is just an American outpost, but they would like a further expansion.
Did you also see that Tucker Carlson and the other guy, dude from the UK? Did y'all see
Piers
him?
Morgan?
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, I just want to know, Danny, what did you think about when he was like, when he was talking about like how like I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Whenever he was like basically not saying that Putin's bad, but he was basically just being like, y'all guys, did y'all really win the war? You know, what are your thoughts?
With World
No,
War
I thought he was.
II?
No,
I actually didn't see the interview.
Oh, I didn't see the interview. By the way, the interview that they're talking about where he's saying that Churchill was bad, it was such a funny thing. I remember hearing that and I go, where the fuck have I heard this before?
Well, no, on the
Pat
new one,
Buchanan wrote that book 25 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
not to put words in Tucker Carlson's mouth, but he basically was saying that the UK and all the Europeans really didn't win the war. It kind of was like because they basically are getting arrested for making tweets. They're getting arrested for like, just shit like that. And
he's basically saying like, did you really win the war considering how things are? I mean, Idris Elba just put out an interview where he's like, they need to ban pointy knives. All they like the UK.
What do you mean?
Hey, I just finished
literally
The
like
Wire.
a
That's
steak
crazy.
knife that has a point. He's like, they should be rounded ends.
I don't know if you remember this, Chris,
That's
but I'm
dope.
the same guy who called in was doing the Fast and the Furious reviews.
Oh, yes. This person has been watching every Fast and the Furious movie in order. I believe we're up to Fast and the Furious.
I quit and I started watching The Wire, Chris, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Well, how do you...
And The Wire is pretty damn good, I don't know where the slander comes from because I just
Season 2 just stinks when they go to the docks.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, with the
it's
Greeks.
the whole white people. I was like, what's going on with all these whites? I'm here to watch the blacks.
The
Like,
docks is especially if you don't because now the show.
They had all those naked Chinese women in the fucking thing, and they like 13 women died. I was like, this is cool, but let's get back to the selling drugs.
Let's go back to the hood.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's what we signed up for.
If you like The Wire, highly recommend The Shield.
Really?
The Shield
somebody was telling me about that. Yeah,
I never watched
Shield has, in my opinion, the best ending of any TV show I've ever seen.
Really?
Like last episode. It's fucking amazing.
And also, one thing I can say about The Wire, because The Sopranos is cool. Trust me, I get it.
By the way, have you been in prison? How have you not seen any modern media?
Yeah, that's a good point.
No Fast and the Furious, hasn't seen The Wire. He's like, I'm going to start Breaking Bad right after this.
No, I can't get into Breaking Bad. It's just something about an old dude like selling. I just can't get into the character. You know, I don't know. It's something weird about me. I can never get into Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's actually the first thing I started watching out of all of this, and I just was like, I need to move on to something else. Okay. And that's when I went on The Sopranos.
Dude, where the fuck have you been? What have you been doing?
Yeah, what have you been watching? Yeah, in lieu of these things.
Well, no, I watched a lot of like actual like films. I'm just getting into like television. I never like gave television a shot because I watched a lot of movies and stuff.
But had never seen a single Fast and the Furious movie.
See, this isn't adding up.
Until 2 months ago when you called us.
I mean, if I'm just being honest, Fast and Furious is just it's just. So
I've only seen the first two.
I mean,
once I gave it a try, though, honestly, I loved it though. Like, but after the second one, it kind of, you know.
I thought you liked Tokyo Drift.
No, Tokyo Drift was amazing. It's just after that, I was like, okay, this is not really.
Which one's Tokyo Drift?
Like
3?
Yeah, that's the third. Well, it's the third one that came out, but I think canonically it falls after 5.
Fuck off, canonically.
Yeah,
they're not in order.
No.
Yeah,
it comes between 6 and 7. Actually,
20 minutes into the fourth one, and I was like, I couldn't do it.
Okay, all right.
Well, oh, and then man, there's something else I wanted to ask y'all about too, and I forgot. Damn it, it was political wise, but it doesn't matter.
It was
man. I gotta go.
He's about to start the West Wing.
No, I'm about to start the Entourage. If I'm being honest,
don't watch Entourage.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I feel like that won't hold.
27.
I feel like that won't hold up.
27.
I mean, if you're 27, it's not that crazy that you haven't seen a lot of this stuff, because why would you have, really?
I think if you're 27, you really want to be one of the guys that's not Vince, because you're like, I don't want to work.
Don't you remember when you were 27 and someone would be like, did you see this movie from the 80s? And you're like, no?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. 27, I guess, is
the most recent movie I watched was Thief by Michael Mann. It was fucking incredible.
That's a good movie. That's Michael Mann's first movie, right?
I don't think I've seen it.
No, Jericho's Smile is his first movie.
Okay. Thief is one of that's one of the first major
It's just a movie about a guy running in prison, which is fucking nuts, but that's beyond me.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how that just speaks to Michael Mann's talent, how he did that film.
Have you ever seen Heat?
Heat's great.
Yeah, of course. I love Heat.
Okay.
I love Heat. I've seen most of all of Michael Mann's movies. Michael Mann's one of my favorite. I fuck with I like Heat. I really like that Collateral. I don't know why.
Collateral's fire.
Tom Cruise just being a bad guy kind of gets me.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx being a good guy.
I gotta go. I'm taking you guys' time, man. You guys need a riff and do y'all thing, man. I'll see you guys later.
Thief was his first actual made for the films movie. The Jericho Mile was a TV movie.
Okay.
Everything else before that was shorts.
Gotcha. Okay, and obviously we're gonna keep Danny here for a little while after the show. For Gas Digital exclusive subscribers, if you're watching this on YouTube, use the promo code HSR. You get the full archive, any bonus content we have. But accumulate some gross things in that racist live chat so that we can go to them and see if we can get some reactions out of Danny Polishchuk after this. Now, there's something being advertised in New York that I figure you might have an opinion on. It's the Socialist Singles Mixer.
Socialist
Singles Mixer.
That's fucking some busted women in there, huh?
Socialist Singles Mixer sounds like it's an excuse for an orgy. You know, to
give me some fucking blue-haired armpit women.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I want to go to... Jorge's nodding his head like he's like, that's where he fucking shines.
That's where he shines,
Pull up the flyer to this thing, Harrington.
Let's see them.
And these things come out every once in a while, but the tagline I feel like was pretty funny.
How can you be a socialist living in the most capitalist city on earth?
Well, you're just lying to yourself. The amount of leftists that live in New York that don't realize that the Yemeni guy making their fucking bacon, egg, and cheese makes $1 an hour.
I understand being left wing in New York City, but like a socialist?
Yeah, a proper socialist.
I guess they're just like, they just want the government to cover the cost of living here.
Yeah, I guess. Thoughts and Trots.
Ugh.
A socialist singles mixer. Yeah, obviously this is in Brooklyn. I can't imagine this went well. You show up to the social...
I mean, it might have. A lot of just like super fucking low-T beta dudes.
Just watching the girls have a good time.
Chicks. They're all very they're all poly. So it actually probably isn't that hard to score.
I'm sure it's not hard to score.
They're just gross.
Yeah, it's just you're going to have to...
But it's not like the guys are crushing it.
It's easy to close, but getting through the muff is the actual hard part.
But again, they're all poly, so right, because they're socialist even with the pussy.
Yeah, I would imagine to each his need, not his ability. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody needs a little unwashed puss.
Yeah, I mean, I could have seen myself back in the day being desperate enough to
go to that,
pretend to be.
I mean, like
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure. Like
I love Marx, man.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Carl?
Yeah, Carl. That's
Big-
my guy.
big-
he was
big
the black
Karl
guy on The
Marx.
Simpsons.
Yeah, I could have done that. I've lied to get pussy before. I believe it's become illegal retroactively, but
Is it really?
yeah,
What is? I mean,
not really illegal, but it's unethical.
we go with the George Costanza. It's not a lie if you believe
Correct.
it. And if you believe it for just that minute. Like if we're living in a world where you can, if you're living in a world with these people where you can kind of like switch gender on feel.
Yeah,
I feel like your opinion on any sort of thing that you may be lying about.
your occupation, your economic standing.
Well, like I feel that I am a wealthy
Sure.
venture capitalist. And if I say that to a woman, I'm dressing for the job I want. Hearts and Hammers, that's the old one?
No,
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, the first one went so well, it spawned a sequel,
There you
Hearts
go.
and Hammers.
Can we get? Can we zoom in on those photos on the right?
Yeah. Let's see what some of the broads look like.
Yeah, the one in the
Look, hold
the one
on.
in the Kafia is not looking too bad.
No, not bad at all. Scroll down a little bit. So the one dude in these two pictures looks like he's having. Oh, there's two dudes. I thought that was a chick. Notice how the men look like they're having a terrible time.
And one guy looks like Jamal Murray.
And yeah, all the women seem to be having a blast at this socialist dating party.
And honestly, probably like girl to guy ratio,
Probably a lot more women.
probably
right?
good.
Yeah.
Probably good.
Except
This
for
is like
the fact-
gender studies class.
if they're just demeaning you the whole time and you're not getting
Yeah,
laid.
but you like that. You're
Yeah,
fucking-
maybe. You
So
think
I've
it's like
seen- I've
being a
seen
straight
quite-
guy in a theater club, maybe.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a bit of discourse under these posts calling the people who set them up misandrist.
Oh yeah.
And one person said a slogan for this event should just be "Men Rape."
Well, I mean, if you know that's the slogan and you show up, then you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, if they just say men, like, is that part of the invitation? Is it like,
Where's the comma?
is this
in the
a rape
sentence?
potluck? Do
Yeah.
I bring the rape?
Is that a sentence? Is that a declaration?
I don't
What's
understand
Yeah.
what we're.
Yeah, but I mean, I could see that going. This is a real, like probably a lot of chicks leaving with other chicks.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of dudes left.
There's like one probably alpha beta-ish guy who probably gets like a bunch of the chicks.
an alpha beta, you say?
Yeah, because he's a beta to us, but like he's still in their hierarchy. He's probably like the top guy.
Okay,
But in the hierarchy of all men, he's very low.
so the guy who shows up with the acoustic guitar
yeah,
is
he's probably showing up with like more like a mandolin or like a uke.
something fucking. What's an inferior stringed instrument? Harrington?
Ukulele.
A ukulele is the most inferior one, but I feel like chicks like it because it's small and cute.
Exactly.
There's got to be something in between. Harrington,
Dulcimer.
your mic's not on.
How about like a banjo?
Ooh,
banjo.
Maybe a fiddle?
No, see, here's the thing. Both of those things are a little right wing for the
Yeah, it's true.
for the socialist
Shit.
mixer.
Yeah.
A harp.
Ooh,
Those
you
things
show
are
up
too-
with a
Too
harp.
big though.
It's unwieldy,
Yeah.
much like the women at the socialist mixer, and their opinions.
Yeah, that's a good point.
These are unwieldy opinions at the socialist mix. Here's one of my favorite. Have you seen it's the gamifying of the podcast world? We were going to talk about this last week. We didn't get to it. Do you know about the Bed-Stuy Aquarium?
I remember hearing stuff about that. Rowie was like involved. Like, he was,
So there was this dude who basically built a koi pond in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
But it turned out what he basically was trying to do is he was getting ahead of the fact that he had, I believe, committed some murders. So he was getting ahead of they'll make a serial about me, but because I did this aquarium.
oh,
See if you
that'll
can
cancel out.
pull up some pictures and see if you can pull up the actual story.
So has this guy been taken into custody?
Oh, yeah. He's going to jail.
Ah. I like
So
this.
basically nobody knew how this Brooklyn Aquarium came about at all.
and
then-
didn't the city like shut it down or something?
Yes. 'Cause you can't just be New York City will shut if you plant your own tree. I've seen people have built benches at bus stops that needed them, and then the city will just take them down, and then it'll be back to having no bench.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
this is very inhospitable city to people who just want to have a seat for a minute.
Oh yeah, now it's like they don't even put benches in subways anymore.
And
It's
if
just
they
like a
do,
leaning
there's
thing.
spikes on them.
Yeah, now and it's just like it, or just a homeless person named Spike sitting
Yes.
on it. By the way, Harrington's new name is Spike Harrington.
Okay.
Yeah, because he
like it.
roofies people for fun. So
Whoa.
be careful around
Harrington.
Harrington. I
You
don't know if
can't
you want
do
to
that.
drink anything he puts.
Just
on
because
his
Trump's in power, you can't just go back to roofing.
No, you
people.
can.
Yeah, he changed. That was
That
the first
was-
executive order.
He just told me.
It wasn't first. It was in the first 100, though. Also, good luck getting out of here after I poured that water for you.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's going to be a real problem.
It's one of these podcasts.
We needed to return. We needed to replace the Lev Fur show on here because he left Gas Digital recently, and we needed somebody new. So now you live here.
Oh,
Yeah, we got two podcasts.
there's worse places to live.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, this is prime real estate. We're in the East Village. You know what I mean? It's a it's a basement, so it's a flood zone.
My dog will die though.
That's fine.
'Cause my wife's not back till Sunday. Oh, damn it! And nobody to feed him.
Yeah, whatever. It's a dog.
Yeah, my wife's not gonna like it though.
No, but you live here now, so it's fine.
All right, fair enough.
It all works out. It all works out in the end.
Except for Connor dog.
Yeah.
At least there's going to be a lot more room in the doghouse for you.
There you go.
My wife will not find that joke funny.
That's fine.
I don't think she has a membership to Gas Digital. Though.
Thank God. She doesn't have a.
She doesn't pull her
premium.
weight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she can use that promo code HSR if she wants to get a discount. But did you find the info on the Brooklyn Aquarium?
So I think I'm just finding TikToks about it because
that's nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing that this guy did, but like, so nobody knew why it existed.
This guy looks like he'd go to the Socialist mixer.
Yeah, but this is the guy who made it. See if you can pull up the picture of the guy who actually made it, and then you go, "Oh, this tracks." There was a New York Post headline, and the guy is just completely. Apparently, like they said, he was like he knew this was coming down on him, so he was just trying to get like some sort of community support, like a Tookie Wilson in advance situation. Like he wrote the children's book before he got to prison.
Right. Weird strategy. I would just go to Mexico.
Yeah, just in general.
I'm not gonna deport you back to America. Not with this administration.
No, they. I don't think they can.
I just don't think they would.
Yeah. Yeah. Tied to what? Get out of attempted murder sentencing, gets 12 years anyway.
No puns.
Not
What's going on with? Oh, first line.
By the way,
First line. By the way,
what does it say?
he tried to get off the hook.
Oh, because it's fish.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Dude, New York Post, all they do is just cram as many puns into their articles as possible.
They used to win. There used to be a pun competition called Punderdome. And the New York Post headline writers would show up and just run the table. Yeah, so this guy basically just did this because he thought the judge would would be like, well, what's going to happen to all these fish? They're like, you killed people.
Yeah.
Like.
Attempted.
All right, sure. An attempt. Yeah, exactly.
What was the Simpsons? It's like, what, did they give a Nobel Prize for attempted chemistry?
The guy also showed up to court wearing a mask. You know, he's really trying to.
He's really trying to.
This guy believes in
I'm just like a Brooklyn liberal.
Yeah.
Come on. You're not gonna, and I'm black. You're not going to
I'm not going to prison unless you give me $5,000 a week.
$5,000 a week minimum. I need some land.
This is against my religion.
I want Popeye's chicken twice a week delivered right straight to me.
But yeah, there was also one other thing that we're talking about all this stuff. The Colombian president now, obviously, there was this whole, as well as we're talking about the trade war stuff, there has been some issues with Colombia and the United States, and we're sending people seeking asylum here, illegals, back to Colombia. And then the Colombian president came out with something that I think you might enjoy. He said that the only reason why cocaine is illegal is because it comes from South America.
Sure.
And it's no worse than whiskey, would be sold like wine.
I would hope that you couldn't buy cocaine, pure Colombian cocaine, like wine.
I would rather the pure Colombian cocaine at a wine store than risking the fentanyl thing, like you said.
Agreed. I'm just saying, like, you probably don't just want it
Really?
everywhere.
But you can get it if you want it, and you're risking the fentanyl thing.
That's true.
It'll bring the
not
prices
everybody
down.
can get it if they want it, though. We're saying, like, now, if you're just kind of, I've never done coke, curious, and just sell it at the corner store. I mean, as someone who, like, occasionally smokes weed, I don't love it being everywhere. City stinks.
Yeah, but
all these people smoking shitty weed makes a city reek.
Yeah, but it would be good cocaine.
That's true.
And you wouldn't have to smell it because
I mean, you'd be smelling it. That's kind of the point.
Well, yeah, you would intentionally go and smell it. That's kind of how you get it to work. But I think it's actually a fair point. They even said that, like, they used to use they made weed illegal. Well, there was always the thing with Hearst where basically he had lumber yards and they were trying to get hemp to be illegal.
Yeah.
But they kind of just used it as an excuse to lock up Mexicans.
Sure.
When it came to weed, I could see that translating
Can't argue with that.
cocaine.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
did it work?
Yeah, it totally worked. They were locking up tons of Mexicans for fucking weed shit for years.
Yeah.
And black people.
And blacks.
And for cocaine, too. And I think it's more whites doing both
Michael
those things.
Jordan's son just got arrested for cocaine possession.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, which one? The one that fucked Scottie Pippen's wife?
I think so, yeah.
Just taking future sloppy seconds. It's fucking gross.
Yeah.
But he also has an apparel company, that is the equivalent of
Michael Jordan's son has an apparel company?
yes, Michael Jordan's son has an apparel company, and that is the black equivalent of a Jewish person owning a cell phone store. We have another phone call.
Yeah, it's Slav.
I was waiting for Slav, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't believe it's taking this.
He
long.
was fucking smashed when he called in the bathhouse on Tuesday. He's probably smashed right now, actually.
not shocking.
I was waiting for Slav, to be honest.
Yeah, he also calls into all these shows and does not turn his radio down.
He's always turns his radio down for me, man.
Jesus,
Yeah,
no
you just don't
respect.
get that kind of respect that we get over on Low Valley Mail in the bathhouse.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, Slav, what can we do for you, bud?
What's up, Slav?
First off, I wanted to give a shout out for Johnny Glover. You know, he got to hang out, show his face on screen.
Yeah.
South shall rise again.
South shall rise again. Johnny Glover, the Southern lover.
That's true.
Yeah. Let me just light up the cigarette. First off, this whole thing with Canada and trading all these places. First off, I wouldn't mind visiting Gaza. I mean,
you can go right
everything
now.
that-
Maybe not right now, but
You can get there.
I know. I mean, what is it? It's gonna be the same thing, and like how I predicted with the those Israeli firefighters in California.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be claiming land.
shout out Jew Bear.
I mean, yep, yeah. So it's been a while since High Society did a crypto coin segment, but
That's fair.
Yeah. But what is it? All I'm like.
Do you want to do a crypto
a lot
segment?
of people.
We used to do.
A lot of
We'll do
people-
that after this. Yeah, for sure.
I got the best one.
Yeah, a lot of people gonna be making a lot of money. I know y'all call me silly for this, but a lot of people gonna be making money bounty hunting all these illegals. Like, this isn't a joke. It's for real.
Oh yeah, because of the I saw a great video of a guy being like, "I'm not for snitching, but if they're giving $700 per illegal,
They're not. I made a sketch about it, like a fake local
It's
news
more than
sketch.
that, Chris.
All of these people were like leaving me death threats in the comments
Oh really?
or whatever. And
I saw a black dude did the Yakko Warner Animaniacs Countries of the World, but just shouting out all the streets illegals.
Oh
are on.
really? That's
Yeah.
funny. That's all.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
did you
that's
send me
one of
that?
the good ones. Danny, you got me blocked.
I don't have you blocked. Dude, DM me right now. I'm telling you, I don't have you
Don't
blocked.
open that up.
You know what's so funny? I literally talk to Slav more than I talk to my mother.
Really?
Well, he calls in every
Well, you
week.
have two
on both
call-in shows,
I
and
have
you might
two
call your
call-in shows, and then this is the third time I've talked to him this week.
I mean, I certainly talk to him more than my mother, but that's for different reasons.
yeah.
But I'm telling you, guys, it's in Missouri and Mississippi. They're trying to pass legislation, and they're already getting all the framework in to deputize private bounty hunters. Matt, like, y'all ever chased somebody? Y'all ever ran after somebody? Trying to tackle
Yes.
them?
I mean, I
Yeah,
went
that's
after
just
some
fun,
fucking
Chris.
Tren de Agua dude for $750.
No, I'm not doing that, but I have run after a person. I mean, I did have to. I've had people try to run out on checks when I was a bouncer, and I had to run after them and make them pay their bill.
How excited were you? Were
Not
you really
very.
excited?
Not very. It's not the funnest thing in the world. You're saying, but by the way, I know how your size. You're telling me you're going to chase down some illegals. You are a slight of frame man, sir. We've met in
Correct.
person.
It's correct.
You're going to chase
No,
down these
what are you
fucking
talking
Home
about?
Depot
I'm
fucking illegals that are fucking lifting fucking bags of cement all
This
day?
is more you got to catch them with honey, not vinegar, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
yeah.
set
I'm
traps.
What are you talking about? I'm rice bucket gang. Rice bucket gang. It's a general day. I eat right. Get my sunlight. I live healthier than RFK, bro.
Dude, every time I
I'm
talk
like
to you, you're like borderline blacked out.
Yeah, you're drunk right now. Well, to be fair,
Yeah.
all the illegals he's going to be chasing
That's
down,
true.
they're all drinking. They're all in their 12th Corona
Yeah.
at the bodega on his corner right now.
That's a good point.
All right, Slav. Thanks a lot, bro.
Later, Slav. Do you know about George Droid?
No, what is this?
Oh my God,
This is the crypto thing?
Yeah, I literally bought a bunch of it.
Cryptocurrency
I bought a bunch of this shit. This is the funniest. Like, so obviously all
So it's a George
cryptocurrencies.
Floyd themed crypto meme.
Dude, this is the funniest thing. I literally bought it. I kept seeing this shit, these videos, whoever makes this. I go, this is so funny.
Okay.
That I'm buying a bunch of it.
All right.
And I bought a bunch of it. And I'm actually up on it. And it is by far, out of any cryptocurrency, it has zero utility. It is the funniest one that exists.
So what's funny about
Just play the videos.
Okay.
I can't.
Let me get some George Droid videos.
Get the one with Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. It's so good, man.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the funniest shit.
50 brought George Floyd back to life. 50 years of fentanyl research have given us the first AI-integrated, fully sentient nigga bot with 6 million nigga hertz per negro second processing speeds. Pregnant women detection software, hyper-strengthened carbon fiber neck upgrades, counterfeit money printer with direct auto buys into Floyd AI coin on Solana.
God damn, that's funny.
Perfected 3-point jump shot integration with a NeuroFlex data hustle chip.
Are you fucking crazy? You're gonna make him too powerful.
Galaxy gas plasma burners, gang sign translating software, Fent reactor mining cryptocurrency while you sleep. He is the only AI bot capable of driving a Dodge Hellcat while shooting full auto Glocks. This cyborg nigga is not to be fucked.
All right.
And then there's so many. They've put out so many videos.
By the way, I never realized how much
get the-
Colbert and Bill Gates look alike.
Yeah, I
until
know. Go get
just now.
the Mark Zuckerberg one
God.
with Bill Gates. They're like sitting on a couch, I think.
How do you feel about Zuckerberg's? I don't know if it's a heel
Wigger
turn or a
phase?
yeah, well, that's happening. But like, how do you feel? I don't know if it's a face turn, a heel turn.
He just goes where the wind blows.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We're all gonna get kicked. We're all gonna be lulled into a false insecurity until 4 years from now a Democrat wins.
Yeah,
and
Democrat
we're all kicked
wins,
off Instagram.
and he goes, "Yeah, I actually hate free speech." Fuck
Yeah, it
that
turns
shit."
out you guys all suck. I'm going to
Yeah.
the socialist mixer.
Yeah, it's
You think he's actively trying to fuck Bezos' wife or chick?
no way.
He keeps looking at her tits.
Fucking
he's
who
like-
could avoid that?
Yeah, that's fair.
Those things are just in your face.
Do you think he could scoop her from Bezos if he wanted to?
No, I don't think he can handle that like fiery Latina because Bezos is on super high levels of testosterone.
That's fair.
He's not. He's still 40, so he's like on.
But he can buy the same drugs Bezos.
Oh, he could get on T, and then maybe he might have an inclination to steal her.
Okay.
I'm saying the current iteration of Zuckerberg, he's not going.
He's
after
just
her.
jerking off thinking about Bezos fucking her instead
He
of him fucking
just
her.
sees a pair of big jugs and like every red-blooded male, he just fucking take a gander.
Those
at
are
him.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they probably don't even.
Those
look
are
that
their
good.
prime.
Oh, here we go.
We had the Negro Tech software downloaded, the Nigalink was fully installed, and the Fent reactor on standby. It was finally time to power him on.
I will never forget the first time he powered on. I had put all of Meta's investors' funds into George Droid's VR target acquisition software. Everything was on the line.
Elon flipped the switch, and George Droid almost immediately started draining the Fent reactor. We had not planned for the fentanyl consumption to be this high. We had the Negro Tech software.
It's just right back to everything is just the fentanyl joke.
It's the Fent reactor, yeah.
Yeah, it's just every fucking time. It's just like he's gonna process all the fentanyl.
Yeah.
And the coin does nothing. It's just built on one of the. It's just any meme coin. It's just
it's just a Solana meme coin. But it was, dude. I think it went down a lot since yesterday. But the Tates started tweeting about it, and it went up like a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, what's it at right now? It's a.
How do you even cash out of this?
It's on Solana.
Oh, so you can
buy,
just
you buy it on Solana, and then it's at 14.5 million market cap. But it was at like 40 the other day.
Really? Did you get out? Did you make some money?
No, I'm a long-term holder.
Okay. You think? Well, I mean, you're a long-term holder. I mean, he didn't really have a long lifespan. The living George.
Yeah,
Floyd.
but these guys, whoever running this shit, they keep cranking out these videos. And as long as they keep cranking out these videos,
as long as the videos are funny,
yes, and they are,
the meme, the coin will.
Yes, like
maintain
literally,
value.
like the videos are funny as long as they keep cranking them out.
So people keep saying these meme coins have no value.
They do not. They have no utility. Neither does this one. But at least like there could be a viral video, and if you look at it, like if you look at some of their viral videos, you can look at the viral video and then the chart, and you go, yeah, there was a viral video, and then the thing fucking spiked.
So
they just need lots of viral videos.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like it kind of is just the evolution of the NFT.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, again, most cryptos have no utility to them either.
No, I mean, is there a crypto that you even would think? Is there one that actually anybody uses the utility as anything more than I bought this hoping it will go up?
Bitcoin is a store of value.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's only held to be worth more money.
Yeah, but like similar to gold, there's like there's limited supply and it can't be hacked.
You can also use Bitcoin to like you can't get money from a bank in Cuba, but you could get Bitcoin in Cuba and convert that into cash. That's okay.
I imagine Bitcoin's probably illegal, but yeah, you could. Yeah,
no,
like, again. If you, for example, were trying to like, not that this is like a crazy use case for it, but like if you were, say, trying to escape some country because shit was going sideways, you couldn't take all your money out of the bank with you because you couldn't leave with that, but you theoretically could just have your seed phrase in your head.
Yeah, and you could just go to another country and access your Bitcoin wallet.
Yeah, with just your seed phrase.
Yeah, I mean,
Bitcoin's obviously at this point not going anywhere.
Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Ether probably not going anywhere.
No.
But like these meme coins will eventually crash again.
Yeah, not George Droid and not Jubear.
Those are the two
Jubear is the one I started because Slav called into the bathhouse and he suggested I make one.
Did you make money on it?
So I didn't make any money on Jubear. I don't know if you saw it, but so what happened
I saw when you were doing it.
So Slav like called in one night drunk. And he's like, you should make this whatever. And he was rambling. And then I made it. And then I actually forgot to make it. I said I'll go home and make it tonight. Because if you make a coin on Pump.Fun, it takes like 30 seconds.
Okay.
So anyways, I was like, I'm going to make one on Pump.Fun. I forgot. Then the next day, someone on Twitter was like, where's the coin? And so I was like, hold on 1 second. I go and I make it. I put in $10 because I had this one Solana wallet that had $10 in it, right?
Okay.
So I buy $10 worth of it. I reply to him on Twitter. I go, here's the address. And then my fucking Twitter just goes insane. I don't know what happened, if it's like bots or what.
It was like you said.
Dude, it got up to a $5 million market cap. Within
From $10?
No. So the market cap starts at 8,000.
Okay.
So it went from 8,000 to 5 million in like 30 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
And it went crazy. And then, so what happened is, I guess with like all the bots and everything with crypto, so then people started making fake versions to trick people into buying theirs instead of mine. So then
fucking bastard.
Yeah. But so then they would send me. So my Solana wallet, just all of a sudden I had like 500 million of a different Jubear token and 500 million of another one.
It's Jew Pedo Bear.
Yeah, no, they were all just like exact same picture.
Okay.
All called Jubear, same description, everything.
Okay.
Just different different like address.
Has anybody made a meme coin with the black lady in Pakistan yet?
I guarantee there's 1,000. Dude, they made 10 different meme coins of my dog. There were 10 Connor meme coins. They made one of my wife. They made like low value male ones. They made everything, right?
Okay.
But so then some people would make them and they would send me like half the supply. And then all these people on Twitter, like, you have to do a Twitter Spaces because like this is like this new coin. And they're like, we need to hear from you because I was like the developer, right? And so I was like, okay. And so then the first thing they do is they go, yo, you got to go rug all the fake ones so that people know that yours is the one to buy and that the fake ones they should avoid. So then I went and rugged them, and there was like, I got like several $1,000s from rugging them.
Okay.
And then I got several $1,000s from rugging the Connor coin because I was just like, this is fucking stupid. So I just rugged those ones. And then I went and I bought a bunch more of Jubear just to show my allegiance to the Jubear community.
Okay.
And then I locked up half of my Jubear for a year.
Okay.
Just to show them.
And if
that
your wife ever leaves you because you move into the basement of Gas Digital, you will have to turn gay, so you'll be a Jubear.
Right, exactly. And then, but no, currently Jubear is with the Trump coin kind of sucked all the liquidity out of all the meme coins. And just obviously they're stupid. So not Jubear, obviously, but all the other ones are stupid.
Ones are dumb,
but I think
the
currently the market cap, last I checked, of Jubear is like $30,000.
That's pretty great.
No, it's like 8's the minimum. 30,000 is not good.
I mean, that's pretty good.
But someone who listens to the Boys Cast told Ryan that he's like, he made $2,000 off of trading Jubear.
That's
paid
fucking
his rent
insane.
or something. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But anyways, so the Jubear is worth. I put several $1,000s into Jubear, which is worth nothing, essentially. But you never know.
Fantastic.
But I made a couple bucks off of the, and then I put that into George Droid.
Okay. Well, I mean, all right. We're gonna wrap up this basic show, and if you got the live chat going, fucking pull up some of those things. But obviously, go check out Danny at Danny Jokes on social media.
Yeah. Low Value Mail.
Low Value Mail. The Bathhouse. The Boys Cast.
Yes, sir.
And then you got any dates coming up that you got to plug?
I'm gonna be in Vancouver with Ryan, just for laughs, in a couple weeks or 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna be Vancouver headlining in April, Edmonton in May.
Nice. Fantastic.
Come check it out.
Go check all that.
Oh, in
shit
Portland with Ryan the week after.
Okay. Portland, Maine?
Portland, Oregon.
Ah. I hear they legalized drugs in Oregon.
Fuck yeah.
You're all for it.
Yes.
There's actually, all right, before we go to the bonus, Harrington had a device that I want to see what your opinion is of this since you want drugs to be restricted. What's the habit control device?
Is this a shock collar?
No, that doesn't really actually do much. I got hooked up to one for Legion of Skanks a few weeks ago. It doesn't hurt that bad. Yeah, we hooked up Tiny Woman up to it. So this thing apparently has a timer, so it only opens up your cocaine once an hour.
That's about right.
It seems about right, right? And the tweet is, my homie just walked into my apartment with his bag in this contraption and told me he has an hour until his next bump. Are you fine? Are you fine with this?
What else can
product?
you put in there?
Probably any drug.
I guess I have a cookie jar at my house, a timed cookie jar that I put my phone in sometimes.
Okay, and that works for you?
Well, I can't get my phone out.
You can't just override the thing?
No, you have to smash it to bits.
But wouldn't you just do that if you wanted?
It's really solid plastic. It would, even with a hammer, it would be difficult.
All right, but
and then you risk destroying your phone.
What I'm talking about is as somebody who partakes in drugs, and I assume you do as well. I don't want to talk out of school here, but how long until this thing just pisses you off enough where you're
those mostly just get smashed.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
People are running to Home Depot to get a fucking Sawzall.
Nah, those are getting fucking absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, just quickly.
Quickly.
Dude, my buddy used to lock up his cocaine in a safe at our other friend's house. And he was like, I had to stop doing it because I came back and there was all these nicks in the safe. And it wasn't even the kid whose house it was who was doing this. He just passed out drunk once, and a bunch of our other buddies were just taking a hammer and fucking chisels to this fucking safe. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's, good idea in practice, but
all right.
I don't think it works out.
All right, well, this has been High Society Radio. Chris Stanley will be back next week. Danny, thank you so much for being
My pleasure.
here. I'm your host, Chris Faga. Good night, folks.